Hello friends, welcome to the Trading Temple channel. Today we're going to analyze the Near protocol chart, and honestly I'm shocked by the video I'm about to make today, because just yesterday we talked exactly about Near protocol. When it was in these areas we said that something good is happening for Near protocol. Its volume was good, and as you can see, today Near protocol's price went up by almost 35%, and it's getting close to breaking above the range and reaching the last levels within this range. Near protocol has been trading within this price range for almost 10 months now, and during this period the price has not broken below or above this established range. For the time being, it is simply moving sideways, fluctuating between these two lines without showing any clear signs of breaking out in either direction. Well, as you can see, Near protocol has generated a very large volume, which I think is unprecedented in its history. It's never had such a volume before. As you can see, the last time there was such a large volume was around 2021, and even the volume generated today, which has gone up by almost 32% so far, is even bigger than before. There's never been such a volume in its history. And we've seen this happen with ICP as well, with the first signal indicating that the volume was extremely high. ICP was able to break through all the ranges and all the resistances and move upward. And the same thing is happening now with the Near protocol. We talked about it yesterday and said that these two boxes I drew here are very significant zones. We said it needs to break through these two boxes before we can become 80 or 90% bullish. Personally, I believe that if it can hold itself above these two boxes, the likelihood that this range will finally break after 10 months increases. Right now, the entire crypto market, especially altcoins, has shown excellent performance, and as you can see, some coins have even gone up by 50% and some by 70%. The market has really surged today and is showing good signs that there might be a reversal or an alt season at the end of this year. We have to see what happens in the next few days. For now, everything is okay. As you can see, Near protocol is currently positioned above these two boxes. The 50-day, 100-day, and 200-day moving averages have all been broken by this beautiful candle, and for now, it's above all three of them. Today's candle will close in about 3 hours. It's not confirmed yet whether this candle will close above the moving averages or not. All right, I want to show you what might happen in the short term. Because as you can see, Near protocol has surged upward very rapidly in these 4-hour candles. There's always a possibility of a pullback. So I think it's quite possible that the price, now that it has filled these gaps, could potentially move toward this range by the end of the day. And in the coming days, it might experience a small pullback or perhaps come into this area to test this support level right here as a support, or it could go higher. And if the market drops a bit, it might come back here and test this area. So in the two scenarios I explained to you, we shouldn't ignore these two boxes we have here. One is this one and the other is this one. These two boxes are very important, and the price of Near protocol shouldn't fall below these two boxes. If it goes below these two boxes, then again we have to consider that this time the range might break downward and go lower. But with the volume that's been built here and what the market is showing, for now some good signs have appeared in the crypto market. There's a possibility that it could break the range to the upside. In the short term, as I said, since Near protocol has had a strong move, it might be able to go up a bit more and maybe even reach the $3.50 area. But it's also possible that we see a pullback down to around $2.50, and it needs to hold this $2.50 level. If it can hold, then in the next move there's a chance that this range will be broken to the upside. This range is roughly around $3.50, and for about 10 months it hasn't been broken upwards. And if it manages to break this range in the next move, in my opinion, it could fill this gap here. This gap is close to $4. If it can fill this gap at $4, it could go even higher. If it fills this gap and then does a back test on the support level it later created, it could move towards $8. In the move I mentioned towards $4, which is here, you can see this gap right here. You can see that there's a very strong moving average in this area, and it's likely to hold the price in this region. Just like I mentioned about ICP yesterday, let's take a look at ICP and see. ICP also seems to be a bit stuck in this area for now, I think. Today, its price has dropped a bit. It's fallen from above. And in this area, it might move a bit sideways. It might go back up again. And the same thing could happen to Near Protocol as well, because this area is a very strong zone. It's possible that the price, if it can break through this range and reach this gap I talked about, in this part, if the price, let's say, forms a pattern like this and goes up to fill the gap, then on the next move, when it back tests this support level here in this area, tests the weekly moving average, has a small rejection, and then continues on its path again, goes up and heads toward $8. This possibility exists. For now, everything is okay for the crypto market. Also for Near Protocol, which is really showing a very nice and good bounce in the market as it managed to hold this support level here. Let's also take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is finally dropping, and the more it drops, the better it is for altcoins in the next move. Personally, I think if it can break through this trend line, in the next move, it will reach this purple box, and this can really be good for altcoins. In this move, Near Protocol could break out of that range and even head toward $8. We have to see what happens in the next few days. I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe, and don't forget, trading is never 100% certain, and everything is tied to probability. Until the next video, goodbye.